Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome back to the stream, everybody who has just joined. Thank you for coming on this morning. And I think a lot of you guys are on spring break, so I think a lot of you guys have the time anyways. We're on Fort Lauderdale right now. There's actually a JetBlue that pushed behind us. He's going over to Windsor Locks. We are going over to Tampa in a beautiful Airbus A320 by Fenix simulations. Quite a beautiful plane. We're heading over to Tampa, and then we're gonna, I'm not sure if I made this clear with the title, but we're heading back from Tampa to Fort Lauderdale. I hope that message went across pretty nice and clear. I would say we should probably get in the aircraft and actually get it started up. You know, just get it working, get it running. Go ahead, start with that. We don't have external power, so we're gonna go ahead, push battery 1, battery 2. We're gonna turn on the APU. I should probably run the test first, right? All right, the APU test. Start that. Nav lights come on just automatically. That should be impressive. Let's go ahead and listen to that startup, shall we? Get a few of these on. I don't know if we'll be able to. I think we should be. Okay. We don't really have a lot of people with us this morning. It's about 138 passengers in all. So it shouldn't be too busy. And I think boarding should go by pretty fast here. We're gonna start boarding as soon as we get the APU running. Just because, why not? Love the APU. One of my favorite parts of an aircraft. Oh, nice. Alright, here we go. Should be available. We're gonna give it 3 minutes to run as per manual. ADDONS 1, 2, and 3 go online. Crew oxygen supply. I don't think the 3 dings went off yet, so these 2 are gonna kind of cause a fault. That's fine. It's gonna dismiss it. Weather information in Tampa at the moment is Fort Lauderdale 3020 on the altimeter. 3020. Constraints. Turn that on just for now. So guys, I'm gonna forget eventually. So we'll put it on now. I already filed a flight plan, so we should be all good. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. We already put it in. Here we go. With GSX. So I say, okay, actually I forgot. With the Airbus, boarding happens from here. We're gonna request all this. Yeah, we got 138 passengers. I say we get started with our planning. Alright. We're gonna stay here and wait for our what's it called, load sheet. We need our preliminary one. We are, what is it, Kilo Foxtrot Lima Lima over to Kilo Tango Papa Alpha. Pop that in there. Flight number, we are November Kilo Sierra 621. Cost index for us, what does our load sheet say? 18? Okay, that's 18. I thought it was 19. 18. Light altitude 280. IRS, no, winds. We'll request the winds for now. Their previous position. It's all aligned by itself. Alright. And like always, I don't know if this is a glitch or not, but I don't get my load sheet. I should. Alright. Alright, next. We do need our load sheet for this, so I'll resend it. Here we go. Got it this time. Got it this time. What are we at? 125 points. Actually, our word 126. Always round up. And then for the zero fuel weight, 32.7. For the alternative fuel, we're at 2.3, nearly at the dot. We're off by 3 pounds. And then for the block fuel, we can actually see it down here. 10.426. 425 on our load sheet. It's fine. So we always round. Do we round down? 10.4. Either way, it's enough. 10,000 pounds is more than enough. This should auto-populate. We're gonna go over to the flight plan. Don't need that anymore. All right, out of Fort Lauderdale, we have runway 10 right with the Venice, which is what? This is outdated AirAC data. I just have departures from Fort Lauderdale, right? Okay. Okay, so we have the Venice too, but obviously it's not here for some apparent reason. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna select another one. I'm trying to find which one looks exactly like it. Trying to figure out what about Glads? Goes over to Room, then YOLO, then Larit. And the Venice 2 goes where? Okay, so we're gonna do the Glads 1. We're not gonna select any of these because if I show you guys, so the Venice 2. This is the Venice 2. It goes Elbow, Room, YOLO, Elric, and then up here over to Marino and Venice via the, well, no, so it's called the SID. And then the Glads, if we go over to Glads, this one goes south, but this is a vector, so it's not going to connect. So it goes Elbow, Room, YOLO, Elric, and then we don't even need to touch this because we don't. So we're just going to go ahead use Glads instead of Beneath. I really need to get updated AirAC data. That's honestly my mistake, that I keep getting outdated SID stars. So we're going Glads. We're not touching any of these. Putting that in, we're gonna modify it. All right. So YOLO, Elric. This manual is out. Gator out. Ruddle out. Glads out. Okay. Now with Elric. Next waypoint was Marino. So Marino like this. Next waypoint from Elric. Alright. And then from Marino it's to Benice. And that should, alright, that does not work. That's fine. Oh wait, actually no. Hold on. I do know how to do this. Hold on. Insert. We go to Marino. It should just be straight from Benice, right? Yeah, so we don't even need to have Benice on our flight plan. We just need Korea, which is the actual waypoint. The only waypoint that we actually have that's not part of a star or SID. So Korea, here we go. Because if we look, okay, map's gonna, okay, we can go ahead and turn on the APU bleed, just so the airplane can get nice and warm. Are we still fueling? Oh, that looks amazing. Where is he from? I'm curious now. He came in from Detroit. Actually, the JetBlue. Oh, he just departed. Look at that. Oh, amazing. Off to Wilmington. No. Off to Windsor Locks he goes. And let's go ahead, everybody. Welcome this guy from Detroit. He's also a 320. And he's not a Neo, just a regular one. This looks good. Any stars on the Benice that we missed? So room is above 4,000. That's really the only one. Very nice. GPS primary. Very nice that we have this. Top altitude, they said 4,000. So we'll put that in there. Turn everything on here as well. They no way they're done with boarding. Oh, they are almost done with boarding. We're going to go ahead. Test these. Very nice. off. Squawk was what for us? 4264. No, I need to clear this. 4264. And this will stay on above, standby, and standby for now. We'll turn it on later. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on just so we can hear what's going on in the cockpit, in the cabin. All right, we gotta get back to this right here. So Korea. If I show you guys, I don't really need to show you. Merino here. If I put this in and then scroll, let me put it into plan mode. I'm gonna scroll for you guys. So Merino and Korea, Benice is like right here, like directly in line. Like we don't even, okay, it's like right here. It's like directly on the line. I'm not even kidding. So we don't. I'm not even gonna put it in. And mainly that's because the star is missing. But yeah, we're just gonna go with it. And then for the arrival into Tampa, what did we have? We had runway 19 left, ILS 19 left. The Bilford via the Korea transition. Insert that. Let's scroll through here. Check out what is up. Probably a little more. Here we go. I go over here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay. There's a vector. Bucks. Very nice. Good homage to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, beautiful. He's pulling into the... not the exact same gate. I thought it was pulling into the exact same gate that the JetBlue departed from. No, JetBlue departed from Gulf 9, if I'm not mistaken. He's pulling into Gulf N, I think. Don't crucify me if I'm wrong. All done with the flight plan. We already went through it and checked it. We're going over... did we not fuel yet? Oh, baggage. Go ahead, turn on the seat belts. We're going to turn on the fuel pumps. My opinion, one of the best components of an Airbus. Actually, zoom in a little bit. I don't like this wide shot. That's... whoa. Like that. There we go. And then same thing for this one. This one's also a little wide. Like that. Right there. This is camera shot number 8. But now, much better. Much better. This shot's also amazing. Alright, baggage is still loading. We still have time. My apologies. What else? Oh, right, we're going down here. We're going over to KTPA. Where is TPA? Nope, I already pressed the K again. TPA. By the way, guys, new mouse. I'm using my brother's old one. It's the Logitech G520, I believe. Nate, this is a G520, right? 502? Thank you. That's why I asked. The Logitech G502. Very good mouse. I really like it. EPA. We're doing the hat thing like this. Alright, we are going to... actually, we're actually going to do it now. Most of the front's filled up. Most of the front's empty. Sync that. 3020. Almost done. We're at 67% already. Let's see what it gives us. No toga. Laps 2 down 0.6. 129. We'll take it. Send it over. Then... no, it's not here. Oh, no. Is there a constraint for speed? There's not. There should be. We're going to go 200 on the speed. There's no speed constraint. 4,000 is just the top altitude. We're going to go over to fuel prediction. In case we need to come back to Fort Lauderdale. Punch that in here. KFLL. Boom. go over to secondary flight plan. Thank you, V1 Simulations, for teaching me this. We're gonna come back to runway 10 left. Back over here to performance and punch this important stuff in. According to V1, freedom units 3020. If you ever hear me say freedom units, I'm referring to QNH. In Hector, sorry, in Mercury, my bad. And that, I only say that because V1 said it, and I really like V1. So, yeah. 3020 freedom units. 3020. All credit to him for digging into that. Temperature 23, very nice, very solid. Winds. What did we have for the winds? 080 at 16. Barrow. Alright, let's take a look. For, we said 10 left, right? Yeah, I left 10 left. I'm not supposed to put in barrel yet, but we're gonna do it. 207. Unless we would go for, I don't think you do ILS for comebacks. I think you always fly visual, and I think you always land Narnav. Let me see. Will I actually be able to do that? Oh. Would I actually be able to land Narnav? Is that a thing? That is a thing. Wait. Okay, there's just a lot of options. Alright, all done with that. I think we're actually all done, and just in time for everything else to be finished as well, right? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your captain speaking from the cockpit. First of all, welcome on board Spirit Airlines Flight 621 service over to Tampa International Airport. The flight time today, wheels up, wheels down, gonna be about 41 minutes. From the gates, from the time we pushed to the time we pulled into the gate in Tampa, about 1:10. Should be a lot shorter than that. I've flown tens and hundreds of flights where it happened to not be the case, and we arrived earlier than expected. So, please sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight while your flight attendants assist you. Your flight attendants' names are name, and name. One of them are in the front. Sorry, 2 of them are in the front, 2 of them are in the back. Jessica, Jacob, Cresta, and John. So, Jessica, Cresta, say, Mary, and Elizabeth. I don't know flight names. They will be here to assist you throughout the entire flight. Thank you for choosing Spirit Airlines Flight 621. We should be pushing back in a minute or two. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Welcome on board. Could have done better. On that. We don't need this. We're gonna close this door. All done. We're gonna go ahead and, what do we do? Everything's done up here, right? We don't need to touch anything else. Make sure this actually works. Okay, that does work. Good. Parking brake is set. Good. Aircraft's loaded. Thank you. We're gonna go ahead, recalculate this. Nothing changed. Put it in one more time. And we're gonna actually request pushback now. One 2-6 on the dot, just like we had it, and then 32.7. Nice, all done. Let's push back it out of Fort Lauderdale. All right, let's not leave our camera in Fort Lauderdale. Let's not leave our camera where we leave it. Here we go. Continue pushback. We're gonna turn nose left. That's the only way we can go. All right, releasing parking brakes. Starting the right clock in 3, 2, 1. Starting as soon as pushback started. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and turn on TCAS. On. All of this stays off. This one stays here. We're gonna turn this on when once we start taxiing. And ladies and gentlemen, please do enjoy the startup as we traditionally shut up and listen. One more time, just cross-checking, making sure. There we go. That's what I thought. Never mind. Okay, let's just imagine it works. Everything here is good, right? Yeah. All right. Enjoy the startup, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start engine 2 first. Good start on 2. We're going to go ahead and start 1. And good start on 1 as well. 2 amazing starts. Both the veil. Alright, we're gonna go normal. Flaps 2. Listen to the flaps. Oh yeah. That's juicy. Tax coming back on. No NTS required, so we're gonna go ahead and kill the APU. Just making sure everything's all right. Predictive wind shear stays off for now. Multi-scan and GCS stays off. TCAS stays off until we get to the runway. Gonna lock that door. It's locked, correct, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're all done. All right. APU comes off. Strobes. Auto. Where does that go with taxi? I honestly have no idea. All right, what's next? We're not gonna juice up any light. Okay, we're gonna juice up. Not this one. Oh no, it is this one. There we go. Just for some lights. All right, we're gonna go ahead and test the spoilers. Test the flight controls. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Right. Yep. Pull down. Pull up. Neutral. Full right rudder. Full left rudder. And neutral. Alrighty, let's get taxiing. Straight ahead until Hotel 5. We're gonna turn left with the curve. So, taxi light. We're gonna turn off light. Rocket brake and let's go. The IAEs are quite powerful, so we don't even need to accelerate. They're going to start moving them by themselves. We're going to turn off the cabin lights because it annoys me specifically. Cabin lights off. Here we go. We're moving. Alright, let's not forget our camera like last time. We're taking it with us this time. Already? Wow. Thank you. We are not ready yet, so we're not gonna tell him anything. Not at all. Not right now. Actually, we're already taxiing faster than we're supposed to. 12 knots. Here's a left turn here. Well, left turn just to stay on the taxiway. And then a right turn to stay on. For 14 knots going into a turn. Are you kidding me? How are we accelerating in a turn? That should not be possible. But actually, we're not going to go Hotel 5 because that's going to disrupt any arriving traffic. Hi, Lisa. Alright. I don't know if you guys see my little guest here. Geese. Maybe it's not a good idea to sit here. Geese. Kitty. Geese. This is a good idea right here. Here we go. Hey, just go to sleep. Yes. Yes, just like that. She's hungry. She ate, and now she's gonna go to sleep. Alright, carefully ease on the brakes. Alright, yeah, that's Hotel 5. We're not going to turn there because all arriving traffic coming in from 10 right turns there. So we're going to turn left here. This is Quebec. Coming in from over there. Here's a turn going left. Come on, let's not veer off. Here we go. And a turn going right. And we'll accelerate coming out of this turn. Or maybe not. I don't know. We have all the time in the world. It's 10 knots. This is already fast enough. Alright, my catch is going to be sleeping on my legs for the rest of the stream, I guess. Oh yeah, this hill is going to definitely accelerate us. This is perfectly fine. We're not even going to use the throttle until we get to the runway. What a gem. What a gem indeed. Oh, by the way, that aircraft in Spirit that came in from Detroit is actually going back to Detroit right now. Let me just check. No, what did I just say there? No traffic anywhere up until Miami Airport. And that's not even going to interfere with us. So we're clear for immediate takeoff. We're going to go ahead, arm the spoilers. Turn predictive wind shear on. GCS, multi-scan. Alright, auto brake comes to max. And the takeoff configuration test. All good, nothing wrong. Go ahead, ping the cabin. Flight attendants, please take your seats for departure. Alright. Lights come on. Take off lights, strobe lights. Gotta make sure I'm not like cutting into the dirt. No, I'm not. Okay. Alright. Come on, quite a turn here. Start the clock. We go 40%. Are we ready, guys? And oh wait, hold on. Gotta do the trim. I forgot about that. Parking brake. Trim was what? Down 0.6. Here we go. Flaps 2. All good. And TCAS comes on. Alright, let's get started. Man Flex 67 SRS runway. That was a TCAS message. V1, rotate. Here we go. Let's rotate here, nice and smooth. Positive rate climb gear. Easing off the rudders. Amazing. Autopilot. All right. Our Unicom should be 1 to 2. All right, lever climb. What a rocket! What a rocket, honestly. We're gonna start cleaning up the flaps. Flaps 1. We're at 200 knots. We're gonna stay here until room. Here's 4,000. Accelerate. Flaps up. Auto brake can come off. Alright, flaps clean. Very nice departure. Definitely enjoyed that. It's fine. Did I just hit my microphone? I don't know if you guys heard that. It's my bad. Okay, we didn't forget anything. That's good. That's good. Alright, we're gonna accelerate out of room. We're gonna go up to 15,000. 5,000. Yo, Evan Air, how's it going, man? Glad to be with us, and the lights come back on. Amazing. Off you go. That's a Unicom. My bad. That Spirit on the ground told me to stay on Unicom just because I forgot to do that. Glad you can join up, Evan Air. Oh, right into the clouds. What a shot. Yeah, you just in time. We just got off the ground. They're on terrain. Ah, yes, the good old Airbus terrain. Yeah, Boeing does not do a good job with this. And I'm not talking about like PMDG or iFly. No, like in general, Boeing terrain is just horrible. Kitty. Little kitty. Oh, she loves us. Should be clear of the clouds. No, not yet. Not yet. Clock is running, right? Yep. Alright. 14 minutes on the ground. Ooh. 14 minutes off the ground. 4 minutes. I think it took 10 minutes. What the heck? Alright. And here's the clouds. Look at that. They're like right here. Woo! Very nice. Oh, and there's like downtown Fort Lauderdale and stuff. That's amazing. I haven't flown the sim since 2 Fridays ago. We're gonna disarm the ground spoilers. This stays in above. Actually, all good right now. And we're gonna go up to our cruise, which is 28,000. Crossing 10,000, lights come off. Here we are. I forgot. I know with Boeing, as soon as the gear's up, you can retract the nose wheel gear. But I'm not sure if that's the case with Airbus. I think it might depend on what airline you're using, because I know some airlines obviously have different ways of doing stuff. All right, let me try to pronounce this name. Yenair Rincon Cadino. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining up. We just took off from Fort Lauderdale. If you want, you can skip back like 10 minutes or so. That Palm Springs, really? Where is it? Oh, that is Palm Springs. Right there. Oh, yeah. Wait, that might not be. Hold on. Wait, let me check. Let me check. Oh, let me check. Let me check. Nope, that's Pompano Beach. Exactly why I double check stuff. What airport is this actually? Might be Fort Lauderdale Executive. I think it is. Right, let's get the map up. Now I'm curious. So Pompano Beach. That is in fact Fort Lauderdale Executive. Alright, I knew I got it wrong. That's my bad. Oh, and I'm gonna start from beginning. Alright, all good. I don't know if you want to watch the entire time we're cruising. You might as well skip after takeoff. Actually, I didn't even realize, but Inter Miami also plays right next to Miami Executive. I'm not much of a soccer guy. I was just with the family over this past weekend that do know a lot about soccer. So now they've kind of educated me on this. Bit of a bumpy ride, isn't it? Like, go up here. I think it's going to be... Yeah, that's really bumpy. Well, I want to see if we're going to fly anywhere near... yeah, we're not even going to see it. I wanted to see if we can see Amarant Bank. Stadium. No, it's clouds. Cloudy everywhere. Alright, 18,000. We're gonna go standard Barrow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and standard. That's the wrong one. Pull. There we go. Alright, let's get some music up. I wanted to do that. Let's get some music up. Here we go. Hopefully there's gonna be no ads. Alright. Alright, now let's enjoy some of these views. Alright, that's clipping a little bit. That's perfectly fine. That's not gonna bother me. Okay, so this one is clipping. This one, okay, that's fine. Originally, I have camera views set like this. These are actually, if I zoom out, it's actually past the window I just zoomed in. Actually, we did this morning. These are just, they're far enough where, okay, I don't want to zoom in too much because it's going to look weird. And I'm not too close because, yeah, you see it starts cutting like that. And I really don't like it when it goes through the window. With the PNG, that's not a problem. Because I have a way of, like, glitching towards the window without actually cutting into it. Alright. So, the Nice would have been right after the top of climb. And actually, right after the top of climb, we're top of the descent already. I don't know if you guys heard, but Verticalsim is doing a Fort Myers scenery. Really excited for that. Let me see if I can find anything on it. What did it say? Fort Myers, right? They don't really have a lot of subscribers on YouTube. Oh, they posted 2 years ago, that's why. They don't post anymore. Yeah, they don't have anything on their channel. And if I just search for it on, that's someone chatting on. Miami Center advises cross, decide at and maintain 11,000 at 150 knots. Tampa altimeter 3020. We'll definitely look into that. Yeah, nobody's posted anything about Verticalsim's Nobody's posted anything about Verticalsim's. I'm blanking. About Verticalsim's Fort Myers. Literally nobody. Which is interesting, I guess. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to mute the music for a second. My bad. Alright. So what did it say? Seatbelts can come off temporarily. Let it jump up from a cockpit. You can't. We have just reached our cruising altitude of 28,000 feet. We shouldn't be here for too long. Probably about 20 or so minutes at most. Please be seated with your seatbelts fastened at all times due to unexpected turbulence. Could happen at any time, even if we didn't predict any. Thank you for flying with us again. Should be descending about 20 or so minutes, like we said, no more than 20 minutes or so. So, if you need to get up more or less for the lavatory, that's pretty much it. So, no service in this flight, unfortunately, due to the duration of the flight. But thank you for choosing Spirit, and we'll see you guys at Tampa. Thank you for choosing. Have a good rest of your flight. I could do much better than whatever I just did. Are you planning Verticalsim Tampa? Yes, sir. That's the only, I think that might be the only Tampa scenery around. Any ATC around now? No, no ATC. There's actually nobody in Tampa right now. No, but everybody's still sleeping, which is weird. Well, obviously New York and like Harrisburg is already online. What am I looking for? Oh, okay. Who else is online? You just saw, is this Louisville? That's Louisville approach. So pretty much the East Coast. It's not, Miami's actually pretty busy. Miami's not too busy. Okay, never mind. There's somebody flying in Frontier from Philadelphia to Cancun. 321 Neo. Very nice. Definitely my type of flight. I have that scenery. Do you like it? I love Tampa. Both in real life and the sim. It's amazing. They told, so ATC, Miami Center has advised, Miami Center advised to cross the side at and maintain 11,000 at 150 knots. So the side, 11,000. 250 knots. Boom. Where's our descent path? Okay, so it's short. Anything else? No, that's it. Alright, wouldn't you know, we're starting our descent already. Where's the coast? Alright, oh, here's Fort Myers. Is this Fort Myers? No, this is... Oh, this is Fort Myers, right there. Very nice. I personally love Fort Myers. Very, and I mean very calm airport. It's pretty, like, modern. Like, honestly, I would definitely recommend to fly into Fort Myers. But it is, like, it's like as modern as, like, O'Hare or Fort Lauderdale or something, or Denver. But it is just so chill, and it is so quiet all the time. Nobody's ever yelling. Nobody's ever running through the airport. It's small. It's compact. It's amazing shops. I really do enjoy it. I don't know. It's just such a good airport, man. I just love Fort Myers so much. I can't wait for Verticalsim scenery to come out. They've been working on it for, I want to say, about half a year. And it already looks so good. I already know the day it comes out is the day I'm buying it and flying it. Decelerate. We need to start descending. That's not good. Oh no, is it this thing again? It's this thing again. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, there's this weird glitch that happens where for some reason I cannot press anything. And that scares me. Oh. Well, now it works. Weird. Yeah, you guys saw what happened, right? Oh my goodness, again, Nathan? Alright. So issue resolved. I'm gonna tell the passengers what happened. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so descent came early into Tampa. It should be on the ground within 25 or so minutes, so please now return to your seats with your seatbelts fastened, remain so for the duration of flight. Thanks for choosing Spirit. I know it was a short flight, and sorry if we misinformed you about the descent. ATC gave us some the tower gave us some instructions to descend a little early just so we can get into Tampa early. So thank you for cooperating, thank you for being with us on this flight, and you guys go ahead and enjoy the landing. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin with any trash bags you can throw away your waste, so please go ahead and do that. Anything you'd like to throw away, you can go ahead and get to the flight attendants as they pass through, and otherwise enjoy the rest of your flight. Alrighty, righty. 24,000. Okay, we're back on the descent path, which is good. I was afraid we weren't going to make it. No, okay, we are going to make it. Good. 5,000 at good stuff. We might as well do it. All right, Dad. Very nice.
Granger offers professional grade industrial.
Shut up. It's a 15-second ad, bro.
Call, click Granger.com,
I can't even skip it.
Granger, for the ones who get it
There's
done.
going to be one more. I'm going to flip out. Thank you. Sometimes there's one 15-second ad, and then another one. You want to meow in the microphone? Meow? Alright. Are your eyes getting wider? What are you looking at? Alright, never mind. Oh, you love us. Don't you? Still a little kid. She's only about 7 months old. Take a look at what needs to be done. You like those little below the mouth scratches. Big yawn. Whoa. Whoa. Guys, take a look at this. Hold on. Alright, maybe she doesn't want to get up. That's fine. She'll just sleep. Alright. Yeah, she's just gonna lick herself. Alright. What are we at? 19,000. What the frick? Alright, this is Port Charlotte. Sarasota's right there. There's Tampa. We need to put in our destination information. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to weather. Weather 3026, just like Tower said. 3026 for the Barrow. Freedom units. Alright, 18,000 coming up soon. Temperature 21. Very warm. Is that warm actually? It's 70 degrees. Actually, that's a little colder than I would have wanted. We're gonna go 3026. Very nice. Increase our rate of descent. Get back up to profile speed. Alright, music comes off because we are below 18,000. That's just preference. What else? Winds. Variable at 0.5. Okay, that's not really gonna give me an answer. I need the winds. I can't put it. Okay, it's telling me 110 at 7, gusting 18. 110 at. This is telling us 5. What do we reload this? Ah, yes, here we go. 110 at 7. 3027. Clear temperature 23. 110 is at 7. Temperature 23, definitely warmed up. 30.27 now. Alright, alright. 5,000 is the one we're going down to. Tampa's already over there. Oh, sleepyhead. Oh, sleepy. Oh, she's gonna bite her foot now. Tampa. We're gonna Bilford 3. Yeah, today's just gonna be a fairly short stream. We're almost already done with our first one. We're gonna land. Let's go ahead and calculate our landing. Ooh, quite windy as we're coming down. Tampa, runway 19 left. That's correct. Refresh. Apply. Landing weights. What are we at? We are at 7160. Predicted by arrivals 6.7, I believe it. 400. We're gonna drop around 400. 132.6. 132.6. We don't even need to be that exact. All right, this much. Let's check how long the runway is. Oh, that's perfectly enough. All right, auto brake medium it is. I think we're always just gonna land auto brake medium. If it's not like O'Hare or something, or like Miami, where it's or Denver, like really long runway, we're gonna just land auto brake medium pretty much every single time. Her head's like sliding off here. We're not going to turn on terrain over here. What we are going to do though is zoom in so we can kind of keep track of where we are. This is actually like really cool. Outskirts of like Florida. Can't really ever imagine living here. Is that what I think it is? This is. Alright, this is Northport. Exciting. Yeah, definitely want to live there. Actually, might have zoomed in a little too. No, okay, this is actually okay. From here, 250 is the speed constraint, so we're gonna. It's 11,000 is the altitude, so we're just gonna probably decrease our descent rate. Very nice, very sunny, nice and sunny day. Yes, very beautiful in Florida today. What were we doing again? Company message, we missed that. Got 2 of them. Very nice, no EDC. Made it on time, guys. Oh, Barrow, I forgot about the Barrow. Go ahead, punch that in here as well. Barrow for ILS 19 left. Minimums are 226. All done. And then we also need, no, we don't need frequency. That's Boeing, I forgot. Here's 11,000. 250 on the speed. Constraint is, actually constraint is already clear. There's Tampa. Oh, we're gonna fly over downtown Tampa. Very, very nice. We'll take it. No ATC in Tampa yet. Actually, nobody in Tampa at all. Nowhere near Tampa. The closest aircraft to us right now was that Spirit Airlines that departed from Fort Lauderdale, the one I was telling you guys was going to Detroit. at Sarasota directly to our left. Like right in that area over there. All of this is Sarasota. Checking out some areas. What am I looking for again? Here it is. $10,000, lights come on. So that is what's called Old Tampa Bay. The actual bay is called Old Tampa Bay. This is Hillsborough Bay. And then this right here is actually Tampa Bay. Right, this is Tampa Bay. That is Old Tampa Bay. This is Hillsborough Bay. Good to know. Secure for landing. Very nice. Thank you. Reset that. What am I trying to find again? There's 8,000. All right, here's a right turn. I don't know if you guys heard, but Tampa's actually building another concourse. Concourse Delta, I believe it's called. And not because of the name, it's actually going to host Delta Airlines, mostly. It should be fun. Alright, let me go over to... Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Alright, coming down to Guzda. You can zoom in here. Here is Hillsborough Bay, up close. Military base. I forgot what it's called. This place is called MacDill Air Force Base. That's what it is. We got downtown Tampa right here. Got Raymond James right there, and there's Tampa Airport. Hillsborough Bay, I already said this is all Hillsborough Bay right here. There's O'Malley Arena, the Tampa Bay Lightning hockey team. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually got into hockey recently, and it's actually so much fun. We're gonna go down to 3,000 for this point. This is a manual, so we're gonna fly heading 180 for the intercept. Ooh, giddy. Let me brush you. There we go. Little foot piece. Landing Tampa, runway 19 left. The tail? Oh, that is the tail. Is lease off on the thing? It's not. That is weird. New waypoint. Lease off. I don't know why it wasn't included. There we go. And then 210 for the speed. And then from there we'll track 090, sorry, 270 for the intercept. Ooh, what a stretch, huh? What a stretch. You like to stretch, don't you? Kitty. I like cats. Alright, here's a better view of everything. Alright, what gate are we going to park at? Again, nobody in Tampa, and actually the closest person to us is a guy who, you know, the closest person to us is still that Spirit that's going to Detroit. He's in Daytona Beach. That's where the closest aircraft to us is. Alright, so as soon as we make the left-hand turn, we're going to start lowering flaps. We're going to drop gear at the last waypoint before the runway. That's usually typical. Maybe that's just O'Hare. I don't know. We're going to go ahead with that below. And I think on here we're all done. I mean, obviously 210 on the speed. Once we hit that, we're going to start our turn. What are we at? 132. Let's go 132.2. Just to be safe. Alright, good enough. Actually, it should be max reverse. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, don't get off, don't get off. Where are you going? Yeah, and for me too. Alright, what are we at? We there? Alright. 4,000 speeds coming down. We're gonna go direct to Bucks. Oh, hold on. No, wait, no, right here. Direct to Bucks. Radial in should be. We're just gonna go direct to Bucks. Here we go. I forgot how to do that. All right, speed's coming down. We're gonna go flaps 1. We'll go down to 180 for flaps 2. Turn that on just so we can already see. Where is Tampa International? There it is. Actually, we're pretty close. Not even that far. What are the cat go? Nate, where's Keisha? Nate. Alright, she slept enough. She slept the whole flight. Interesting. Here we are. Localizer. I feel like we're gonna hit glide slope before we hit the localizer. Alright, let's go ahead and get our landing thing up. Alright, all connected and ready. I think we are going to hit glide slope before we hit anything else. We're going to go ahead and activate approach mode. It's actually already activated. Approach mode. And as soon as we connect to the localizer, we're going to go flaps 2 and notch the speed. Spoilers armed. There's a localizer. Told you guys we're gonna hit localizer before. No, I told you guys we're gonna hit glide slope before localizer. Zoom all the way in as far as we can. There's approach mode, right? Intercept. Speed. We're a little too high. Nah, never mind, we're not. Bless you. Glide slope and localizer captured. Okay, maybe we captured them at the same time. That's fine. We're gonna go flaps 2. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Verticalsim Tampa right there. Speed should be itching down by itself. 141 is the reference, I think, right? Yeah. Should be 134, but that's fine. Leave the secondary, here we go. What are we at? 2,000. We'll drop gear and flaps 3.
2,000.
Gear. Flaps 3. I like the flaps jiggling. Really realistic. Very nice. I said jiggling. Jittering. Here's where we really start slowing down. I don't know if this camera view is out of whack. I'll fix it later. And flaps full. There we go. There's the decel. We don't need terrain anymore. Flight attendants, please take your seats for the landing. Stupid stutter, man. Here we go. 1,000. Come on, almost there.
1,000.
1,000. That was early. I don't know why it said that. 1,000. There we go. Might be the cat hair. All right, let's land this. All right. All on, right? Armed. Very nice. Let's land. A little windy here. My aircraft? Yeah, quite windy.
400.
A little below.
$300.
All right.
100 above.
Right, these winds are really annoying.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
100.
Glide slow.
Forget about the glide slope. We need to touch down.
40.
Too
30,
low. Terrain.
Shut up.
20. Retard. Retard.
All right, we'll take it. I don't know why it said too low terrain. Come on. Here we go. Nope. We're not getting off the runway this time. 80 knots. Auto brake comes off. Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tampa. What was that? That was 200. Okay, so a little bit firm. We can exit on the next one. Stop the clock. 221. Again, this plane doesn't flare, but we'll take it. It's not the 500 that I used to get on the Airbus. Turn these lights off. 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 Flaps. Very nice. We'll take it. We can turn that off. We're gonna start the APU. Here we go. Alright, where should we park? I'm so happy I didn't leave my camera in Fort Lauderdale. Alright, let's park like one of these. Let's do 15. Is it this turn? Yeah, we'll take this one. Alright, 15. I know exactly where the spot is. We are Spirit. Apparently every single airline can park everywhere. Spirit, here we go. This is not 12. $15. Here we go. Lights can come off. Might have overshot it a little bit. Slow her down here. Here we go. Okay, reline pretty well. Really slow her down now. Come on. Come on, a little bit. There we go. Come on, just a little bit more. Take it. Braking brake set. AP bleed. Clock stop. Engine 1. Engine 2. All right, gate to gate, 58 minutes. Very nice. We're about an hour early. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes early, and then flight time we're about 4 minutes late. Not too bad at all. We'll take it. That's it. Yeah. Okay, dismiss. Reset the clock. Turn off decast. And that's pretty much it. All right. First flight is in the books. One more flight back to Fort Lauderdale. Did the gate connect? Yeah, that's not me. That was... Ooh, we parked perfectly. We're gonna show the passengers? No, it's not gonna show them leaving because for some reason the gate decided not to connect. Which is not okay. Do not like that. And I love this part of Tampa Airport. All right, let's go. Let's go refile for a new flight plan. Actually, let's actually put our camera like right here. Like right here. There we go. All right, let's go ahead. File our last flight. New flight. All right, Spirit Wing 616, Tampa to Fort Lauderdale. Nope, wrong plane. We need the we need the A3. What? Oh, here we go. A320. Here we go. Same aircraft as this one. But we're going to have a lot more passengers this time. We're going to have 152 passengers. Arrive 10 right. Yep, we're going to depart 19 left. Well, actually no, we're going to depart 19 right. That's the one it's telling us to go to. Which we'll do that. Gandhi 8, Sabi, and Tiki 3 for the stuff. Alright, let's check. For Tampa, SIDS, Gandhi 8. It says Gandhi 8. And then for the SIDS, the SID said what? The SID is Tiki 3. not a thing. Oh, I'm looking at freaking... Oh, it is a thing. Okay. We're doing it then. Yandy 8, Sabi, take it 3. No. Alright. That's all good. 19 right for departure. 10 right for arrival. 152 passengers. Alright. Refile this. Let's request boarding again as we refile another flight. We need to actually disconnect from VATSIM and reconnect. Over to Fort Lauderdale, correct? Very nice, the train. We're gonna go ahead, go over here. Import next flight. 30 minutes. Oh, we got perfectly enough time. Land all this stuff. Alrighty. Let's get something. I forgot. Another low sheet sentence. Amazing. We are from K Tampa over to Cape Fort Lauderdale. Flight number is November Kilo Sierra 616. Cost index for us today is what? Actually, we're gonna squawk 4775. Beautiful. Doors open. What are we at, huh? 8 for the cost index. That's at 7. That's at 8. 250 for the altitude. Very nice. Should be a fairly short flight. IRS doesn't need to be aligned. We are at 128.9 on the dot. For the max 0 fuel weight, 31.5. And for our fuel, 92.70, so 9.3 on the block. And then for reserves is 1.5. Our alternative is going to be, I think this is West Palm Beach. Alright. Back over here. Re-request the winds. Already boarding really fast. What the heck? Alright, flight plan. Tampa is the runway 19 right. Yandy 8, stable transition. And then for Fort Lauderdale, 10 right, ILS. PQ1, well, it's PQ3, but it doesn't matter. Sabi. We're done with the flight plan. It was that fast, that easy. Alright. Let's actually zoom in here and then skip like this. Here we go. Very nice. All right. Progress over to KFLL. Still refueling. Performance. We're gonna go over to this page right here. Did we use toga actually? No, we're not. Could we maybe get a higher flex temperature or something? What if we use like flaps 1? Okay, what about flaps 3? This is gonna be the exact same. Okay, we're gonna go optimum, no toga, anti-ice off. It's Tampa, come on. Packs on. We want to give us 1-4, huh? What if we do use toga? Then we give us flaps 1. What if we do toga and flaps 2? Alright, we're gonna do no toga, optimum. What about off? Okay, here's the higher flex temperature. Alright, we'll do, that's fine, we'll do packs on. Alright, calculate that, send it through. Are we seriously done boarding already? Okay, fueling just finished. Now we have baggage. Why does it look like somebody I know? Goodbye, fuel truck. Here comes the baggage. Oh, very nice. Very fast loading today. Alright. We're gonna go over here for this. 200 on the preset. Secondary flight plan. Tampa to Tampa. TPA, I forgot about the T. Here we go. We're gonna come back to runway, let's say 19 left again. It's gonna be closest to us anyways. We need next pages. 30.27, not this page, the next one. Temperature 23. Wind still the same. Yeah, 001 at 7. No, 110 at 7. What the heck? There we go. It was at 226 was the barrel, right? It was in fact 226. The minimums. Alright. All done. We're just waiting for our fellows on the ground to finish, which they should be done pretty soon. I know passengers, but it's fine. Something having to do with the door glitching or something. I don't even need the... I haven't connected the GPU once today. We're not gonna do it now. We seriously all done already? Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at our SIDS. Yandy 8. Top altitude is 6,000. My bad. Alright. Hold on. Let's go ahead, push as soon as we can. Beacon. Okay, the passengers should be in their seats right now. Yeah, there they are. There he is. Oh, there they are. Alright, there they are loading in. Alright, all ready for pushback. Go ahead, continue on with the pushback. Alright, we're gonna push facing right, so nose right. Seatbelt come on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna shut up and enjoy the startup. And not forget our camera again. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. Good start on 1 and 2. We're gonna go flaps 2, down 0.4 in the trim, so we don't forget. Flaps 2. Alright, there's actually a plane landing right now from Toronto, but I think it's on the wrong runway. Yeah, he's coming in from the south. I don't know why he's doing that. I actually want to watch him. There he is. It's a Rogue A319. Let's watch from the parking garage. Actually shut off our APU, we don't need it anymore. My bad. Oh, nice. Of course, you missed the touchdown. Alright, let's get taxiing. Full auto brake. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Pull down. Pull up. Neutral. Full right. Full left. Neutral. All ready for departure. Go ahead and start the taxi. We didn't start the clock, did we? No, we didn't. Alright, spoilers. Take off config. Good taxiing. Predictive wind shear. All this stuff comes on. Decast. Let's actually accelerate this time. Yeah, Nate, maybe get her off. There we go. Bro. Get taxing. Trims all set, flaps are all set, we're all done. No, do not put her on my desk. Rogue 1645, this is Spirit Wing 616. You are where you landed going into the wind, or going with the wind. Wrong runways. I don't know if he booked anything. Yeah, Rogue 1645. They're landing runways 19 are right and left right now. We're gonna take the far one. Or is it the close one that we take? I forgot. Nathan, watch her. Nathan. Do you have a company message? That's the final load sheet I forgot about. We'll load that up while we're waiting. What are the times for this flight? Airtime should be 37 minutes, gate 1 hour 5. A little long, but okay. I gotta push this in. Cross check. All good. Make sure everything's right. Alright. All ready. The hill. Maybe we should accelerate a little bit. Alright, now here we gotta level off because we're gonna be kind of going downhill, so we gotta keep it slow. What are we at? 25 knots? We're stupid fast. We gotta really slow down. What? Oh, she's looking at the massage. She's looking at the next thing. Don't. Nathan. She's like sitting on her hind legs fully. Alright. Turn right turn here. Nope. Wrong right turn. I should really pay attention to where we're going. It's fine. And then right turn right here. This is the one. This is the right one, right? Yes, it is. Right turn and all the way down to the left. It's gonna be Victor 8. Departing runway 19 left. Whoa, hit the brakes. A little bit of power. Oh, very nice. Pure engine. Whoa, horsey, what the flip? That was not good. We're all ready for departure, right? Alright. TCAS. Here we are. Above. All ready. Let's go ahead and take off out of here. Get out of Tampa. And for some reason my rudder decided to act up. Alright. That's just great. We are going to do immediate takeoff, so we're going to do a rolling takeoff, so we're not going to stop. Flight attendants prepare for departure. All right. Man, flex, that's our rest runway. Auto thrust blue. 80 knots. Come on. B1, rotate. Positive right gear. Nav, autopilot. Very nice view. Throttle climb. This is row 5 or what row is this? I need row 5 to recreate a memory. Memory alert right here. Right here. This exact takeoff, this exact runway, this exact plane, this exact sound. Alright, we're going flaps up. Accelerate past. We're gonna go direct to Gandhi. And all the way up to 25,000. Because no ATC is telling us we can't. That is weird. This one's not clipping. This one is. Weird. Oh, there's throttle climb. Or climb throttle for real. And I mean like for real climb throttle. What if we do 0? That's the main bridge that we always cross. What a shot. What a shot. Alright, we don't need the Tampa charts anymore. It's all Fort Lauderdale now from here. Fort Lauderdale, we said runway, ILS runway 10, right? Left turn, 10,000 feet. We're gonna go ahead and disarm the auto brake. Spoilers, flaps are all clean. On, one, on. Very nice. 10,000. Lights. All clean. 25,000 is cruise, correct? Yeah. All right, back to Fort Lauderdale we go. And it's going to be straight in. They're still landing runway 10 right and left. We have 10 right for us. All right. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. I need you to pause that for a sec. Alright, we should be coming up on 18,000 shortly. Here we go. almost at cruise. He said no. He's... Hey. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, up at cruise, let's go ahead and switch off the seatbelts. We're going to be here for actually quite a long time. What, Fort Myers? The Fort Myers area, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached cruising altitude of 25,000 feet. We're going to be here for, I promise you, quite some time, about maybe 15 or 10 minutes. Shouldn't be too long, but we should be starting to descend soon. So thank you for choosing Spirit. We should be descending shortly. If you do choose to stay in your seat, please keep your seatbelts fastened. Unexpected turbulence does happen, and it does injure some people. So please keep your seatbelts fastened if you need to. You may unfasten, go to a lavatory if anything. It's just that if you're in your seat, please do keep your seatbelts fastened for your own safety. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your flight. All right. Alright, what are we at? Top of the sun's actually coming up right now. We're gonna go down to 12,000 very shortly. Alright, top of descent. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we have started our descent into Fort Lauderdale. Please return to your seat and fasten your seat belts as we have started our descent. We're going to be at the ground probably about no more than 30 minutes. So thank you for choosing Spirit Airlines. We know you have lots of choices and should be on the ground shortly. Thank you for flying. Have a good rest of your flight. There we go. Alright. So top of descent into our second destination. Let's do this. Alright, so weather information in Fort Lauderdale is... What did I just say? Weather information in Fort Laud is what? 090 at 18. It is windy. 090 at 18. Gusting 2.7. I saw gusting 2.7. That's a little scary, but I think we should figure it out. Might go for another go-around. You guys remember last time I flew to Fort Lauderdale with a go-around? Temperature 263024. Temperature 2630.24. Nope, 0.24. Here we are. And then the minimums for runway 10 right, the ILS 10 right, is 264. Right. We're all ready. All of us are ready. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready. There it is. Fort Myers. Very pretty Fort Myers. Over here is better view. Oh yeah. There it is in all of its non-scenery-ish glory. It's still a really good airport. I still like to fly in there. It'd just be nice if we, had a nice scenery. Which we will soon. Verticalsim seems to be doing a good job. And they've obviously showed that they can do a good job. Tampa's amazing. What they did with Tampa was really cool, and I can't wait to see what they do with Fort Myers. They also, I think, they also made Boise International. Hold on. Verticalsim, what did they make? Verticalsim, they have made... So Huntington Tri-State, they made St. Petersburg. That's a really good one. Omaha, Syracuse, Boise Air Terminal, Go and Field, Provo Municipal, Ontario. They made Ontario. St. Petersburg actually is $10. That's cheap. Their Huntington Tri-State is actually $7 right now. It's actually incredibly cheap. $10 for St. Petersburg Clearwater. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know, guys. You guys want to fly out of St. Petersburg sometime? I don't know, guys. St. Petersburg. What does it actually look like? Honestly, I'd probably buy it, fly it out of it like one time, and then never again. Very FPS friendly, my second favorite behind Tampa. I mean, I'll finally have like a hub that flies Allegiant. I used to think it's LA Giants. Where do they actually fly? They do fly to Vegas. I know they do. A lot of flights from Rapid City. All right, 180. They said, what did we say was the barrow again? Sorry, the QNH. 30.24. Very nice. More drag will do. That's so weird. I can't find a list of all the destinations that Allegiant flies to. Oh, wait, here it is. They fly to West Palm Beach. They do fly to Fort Lauderdale. They fly to DC. They fly to Baltimore, San Diego, LA, San Francisco. They fly into the Oakland airport. Denver, Portland, Chicago Midway. No way Allegiant had 757s before. Have you guys ever seen that before? Are you serious? Allegiant freaking used to operate 757s. I have never heard of that before. That is actually really... Hello? Okay, that's weird. The final 757 was retired in 2017, and then the final MD-80s were retired in 2017. Okay, we are way too slow. Gonna zoom in here. We're gonna go to descend down to 5,000. Gotta start paying attention here. 5,000 down to bunker. And 250 knots, right? That's still the coast. Okay, so there's clouds here. Nathan, did you know Allegiant used to fly 757? Insane. All right, 9,000. We're gonna go ahead and drop all of our lights. All right, let's more drag. When you use more drag, it will come down. All right, we gotta start paying attention. 7,000 feet. Coming in hot. Thank you. Actually, we still need that. All right, who keeps freaking texting me, bro? No, no, no. All right, we gotta take a look. Here's 7,000. What's this? Altitude. Okay, no, we don't need anti-ice at all. Down to 5,000. We're gonna go down to 3,000. Then we're gonna turn on our stuff. Let's actually arm it now. We can see speed brake. Company message. Nice. We were on time again. Very, very nice. Very satisfied. All right, here's the clouds. It's 5,000. Alright, we gotta drop flaps 1. So we can start decelerating. I know, it's gonna start yelling at me. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. But we gotta really start decelerating here. Shut up. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Alright. I still want to see Amaranth Bank or Arena. There's nobody in Florida. Nobody. Okay, there's 2 planes in Fort Lauderdale. There's a Rogue 321 going to Toronto and a Southwest. He hasn't filed yet, but he's a Miami local. Are we anywhere near Amaranth? Okay, that's gonna be off to our left. I forgot it's Fort Lauderdale. It's like right there. All right, more drag. Yes, sir. Then 3,000. Okay, here's our speed. What is our... We did already calculate this, right? 132, 134.2. 134.2. Now we're gonna go medium. Medium auto brake. There we go. There's Fort Lauderdale. Oh, we're back where we exactly started. Did we pull into the exact same gate as we started to? That's Amaranth. I don't know why it's like that. It should not be like that. Alright, 3,000. We're gonna go ahead and turn on approach mode. It should be armed already, right? Yep, it is. Localizer's captured. Just waiting for the glide slope. Once the glide slope's captured, we're gonna go down to 180 for the speed. Flaps 2. We're gonna drop gear, and flaps 3 a lorry, and then flaps 4 at about 1,500 feet or something like that. Oh, she realized I'm fast. Flaps 2. Here's 180 on the speed. Glide slope and localizer are captured. Very nice. Final zoom in. Oh, what the speed, bro. We are so slow right now. It's not a good thing. We gotta freaking speed up. Yeah, we are quite slow here. Here we go. Very nice. All right, landing program. This is not. Are you serious, dude? Oh, that sucks. All right. Open up our landing program. That rates our landing. 2,500. Any ATC? There are no ATC. They're all on Unicom though, right? Spirit wing 616, about 10 mile final from 110 right for Fort Lauderdale. Alright. Let's land this. We're gonna go flaps. Well, actually, no, not now. We're gonna go soon. Drop gear and flaps. There we go.
2,000.
2,000. Lower at 1,800. Let's go spoilers armed. All the lights are on. Flight attendancies for landing. There we go. There's Lori. You're down. Flaps 3. Oh, it's actually really dark here. There we go. My speed. turn that off. Actually, flaps full. The real deceleration comes now. I always say that for some reason. I don't know why. Alright. So, quite the winds. 25 knot winds. In our face. Alright, let's land this preferably smoothly. Let's try doing that. Let's try flaring. Do we need anything on the console? No, we don't. Actually, yeah, 25 is pretty good. 1,000 feet. Autopilot disconnected. Alright, let's hand fly her down from 1,000 feet. Looking good so far. Just small adjustments. A little bit to the left with the localizer. Gotta stay with the glide slope too. You can see it all down here. A little low. A little bit to the left. Go right. We're getting a little lower. Here we go. Alright, we're back on. A little to the left. Nice. Staying very nicely centered. Both vertically and horizontally. Okay. 500 feet. Radial altimeter. Stable.
400.
Bearing 616, short final runway 10 right for Lauderdale. There's land. 350 radial altimeter.
100 above.
100 above minimums.
300.
We're gonna dip a little bit below the localizer just so we can really get that touchdown.
Minimum.
Continue.
200.
Now with the localizer. Now let's land it. That's just by auto throttle, don't worry.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Jeez. Alright. Come on, don't make me go around. That's fine, we'll take it. It's gonna be hard. That was a 600. Yep, that was horrible. That's like a Ryanair landing. Everything was right on the localizer, everything was perfect, and yet the landing was absolute butt. Alright. Go ahead, clean up. That was a short landing. Unrealistic maybe? Stop the clock. Turn off TCAS. This stuff comes off. Turn on the APU. Let's turn the lights off first. APU comes on now. Yeah, that was a horrible landing. I'm glad there was nobody here to watch that. I just tacked to the gates. This is the dangerous part. We gotta make sure we don't go off the edge. Here we go. There is no designated smoking area anywhere in the airport. I don't know what it's talking about. Here we go. And all the way down from here. What gates should we park at? I thought I forgot my camera in Tampa for a second. So glad I didn't. Which gate should we park at? Let's park at G12. G12 it is. Spirit. Really kind of holding the brakes. Kind of ruining them, I know, but like... Come on, it's a plane. I probably shouldn't say that. I'm not going to get hired. It's an airline if I say that. Or if somebody finds me saying that, it's just a plane. You know, with like hundreds of people on it. 152 sold, 150... 8 souls on board. 152 passengers, 4 crew members, 2 pilots, 158 souls. Can't really say that with that many people on board. Alright, we said Gulf 12, correct? So we're gonna turn left here. Right down, that one right there. Or should we go Gulf 13? No, we're gonna go Gulf 12. Alright, lights come off. Alright, now let's park it properly now, without stopping halfway through. Nice. Take that. APU comes on. Stop the clock. Engine 1 and 2. External power for the first time today. What do you mean no passengers? There's a gate here. There's a gate. What do you mean? What? Okay, yeah, parking was actually pretty good. I think G11 would have also been a pretty good place to park. It's a little windy in Fort Lauderdale, but I guess we'll take it. Alright. Clock stopped. 48 minutes. From gate out, gate in. And we were promised, what? Hour 5. We are... Oh my goodness. We are, like, really early. We are... nearly 20 minutes early. Jeez. About 15 minutes early. That's insane. I don't think I've ever been on a... No, I haven't. About 15 minutes early into Chicago from Fort Myers. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to see them deboarding. That's fine. We're going to turn off the APU. We don't need that anymore. We're going to actually turn on the brake fans because I feel like... Let's take a look at our wheels. Yeah, they're a little hot. Let's go ahead and turn them on. Hold on. Who are those 2 planes that are standing right there? There's a Rogue and there's a Southwest over there. Rogue's going over to Toronto. The 321. Probably should have used what's it called? The other airline, the other Canadian airline, Air Transit or something. And then this guy right here, where's he heading over? He's heading over to. He's been sitting there for a while. He's heading over to Luis Munez. Where? That's in the Caribbean. I hope I'm gonna pronounce it correctly. Luis Munoz Marin. That's, where is that? Oh, that's the San Juan. Oh, sorry, that's Puerto Rico. Oh no, it is San Juan. That's what the airport's called. It's just called like that. Alright, Rabbit, alright. I think we're all done with this, right? Outside, the clocks, we can reset the clocks. 40 minutes airtime. There's supposed to be 37. Okay, we're still a little late airtime. That always happens. We're always late airtime, and we always make up for it by getting to the gate early. We gotta turn all this off. PCAS. That's actually already off. Anything else? Actually, we're done. That is it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. For all those who joined, it was a fairly small stream. I didn't expect a lot of people to join. Thank you for everybody who was here. Thank you for joining the 16 people that watched live. Evan Air, obviously, thank you for chatting. Thanks for being here. Yani, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong again. Yanayir Rincon Cadeno, thanks for being here early on. Both of you guys were here when we were departing for Lauderdale. Oh, how are those wheels doing? Those wheels are doing fine. So to everybody who was here, thank you absolutely for being here. We'll see you guys on next week. I think I'm gonna be in town. We'll see. We'll probably go back to Boeing, and actually, I want to go back to Chicago. I don't know. Let's try doing like a Chicago flight or something. Anyways, for next week, I'll see you guys on next week. All glory to God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'll see you guys next week.